Okay, so the last video that I posted, that was part 2 of I'm Entitled to Feel Some Kind of Way. Apparently YouTube must have heard me talking about them. I'm sorry. You must have heard me talking about them in the video and decided to cut my shit off by 8 minutes. So there's only 8 minutes up there, but it's fine. It's okay because everything fucks up. Anyway, y'all saw that, right? Okay. Now, as I was saying before I got cut off in my last video, I was there for 2-3 years, but you make it seem as if I was just nothing but that person that you passed along the street that you just so happen to know and that you spoke to every once in a while. But that wasn't the case, and everybody knows that wasn't the case, because when there was times when people were telling me not to even deal with you anymore, but I did though. People were telling me she got too much baggage, but I continue to deal with you. But I'm not a part of who you feel is important. Decent. But you know what? I can't say that I'm too pissed off or angry or whatever the case may be about it, because I know for a fact that whether it be once or whether it be several times, as your life proceeds and you get older, there's going to be coming a time in your life when you look back on your high school career, and my name, I know for a fact, without no questions asked, is going to go across your skull. And then you're going to realize how, I'm not even trying to be cocky, but how important I was to you. And it's not the fact that I was just doing this to get recognized by you. No, I was doing this because I naturally cared, and I was doing it out of the kindness of my heart. But as always, my kindness is taken for a weakness. That's been seen in every aspect of my life, and it continues to be seen. But that wasn't what we came here to talk about. I don't remember what I said in the last 8 minutes of the video that got cut off, so I'm not going to try and put it together. This one is I'm trying to cover trunk parties and my association with friends and trunk parties. We'll start with trunk parties. First of all, to all of those people whose trunk parties I missed, Christians, Jeremy's, Keisha's, Olivia's, Lily's, and a couple other people. Honestly, I didn't give you a reason as to why I wasn't there. Either I was out that day, had plans, or I just didn't want to bring down the festivities. I was going through college stuff, dealing with college things and people during 2 of those trunk parties. And the other times I just wasn't feeling up to it. And I'm not going to sit here and one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to apologize for not making it, because not once on any occasions to any of you all did I say that I'm going to be there for sure. I said, I don't know, but I will try. And it just didn't work out. So I'm pretty sure you all still had a good time, or at least I hope you all did. But I didn't want to be there because I wasn't mentally ready for that. I was just I wasn't happy at the time. And I'm not going to go to your trunk party where you're all happy about college and be sitting there just dull and down and depressed like a Debbie Downer. It's just not something that I do. And I refuse to bring down somebody else's joy just because I'm going through my own problems. Which is why I only keep my problems to myself, because I hate burdening others with my problems, which is something I haven't done, will never do. So, we covered trunk parties really quick. My association with friends. This is where it gets interesting. Now, my association with friends, from an outsider looking in, oh my god, what are we doing? I'm not even sleepy. Why am I yawning? Anyway, my association with friends from the outside looking in, and I guess for some people on the inside looking inner, I guess you could say that in a sense I don't deserve to have friends. And no, I'm not saying this because I'm depressed or nothing, but I'm just looking at it logically and realistically. Now with my friends, I'm never unless I know something is going on and they know that I'm going to be there for them, or it's been a really long period of time, I'm usually never one to initiate conversation or just randomly talk to them out the blue. I don't send text messages and stuff like, hey, how are you, or what's up, how you been, or da-da-da-da, unless it's been a very long period of time. And the reason for that, it's not that I don't like love my friends and care about them, because best believe I do. I cherish them like I cherish my valuable possessions. It's just I don't reach out like that. I don't put myself out there extensively. It's kind of like I only put myself out there when it's convenient for me and for you. But like in a natural setting, the only person that, we just gonna get to the core of it. The reason I don't put myself out there and just, randomly talk about random things, everything that's affecting me, this, that, is because, one, I feel socially awkward just sitting there like we're just having a general conversation and I all of a sudden burst out with what's going on with me or what I'm dealing with. And secondly, to be quite honest, out of all of the friends, and I mean all of them, best friends, whatever, I generally just feel like no one, like, this is going to sound really depressing and sad, but I feel like just no one cares. That's how I feel. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel. I feel like everybody has their own problems, and you work your own problems out your own way. That's why they're your own problems. So I feel like everybody else has too many problems of their own to work out. So I feel like people are not gonna care if my problems are existent or if I have none at the time. That's how I feel. That's why on the outside, a lot of people tell me like, it seems like you just never go through this, that, and the other. No, truth be told, I go through my own high level of shit. But on the outside, like on my facade, you will never know. I won't ever look down and depressed. I won't ever seem sad, at least publicly. I won't ever, none of that. When I walk out the house, I go from whatever mood I'm in to right the fuck one up. Because generally by the end of my time or by coming home, I'm generally feeling the way I put myself out there to feel. So if I leave my house, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I leave my house feeling or portraying happiness, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna come back feeling satisfied or happy with, oh my god. God, that's so rude. I'm gonna come back feeling happy or satisfied with whatever outing I was at, because generally it's probably with some of my friends. But I do go through my own level of shit. But like I said, the reason I don't put myself out there and just like, I don't know, but I guess return friendship, I guess if you want to call it that, is because I feel like no one cares. That's why I'm only there, like when it comes to my friends, we can laugh and joke and crack jokes, and we can be serious on their part when they want to like just feel like they can open up to me, but I just don't feel the same. Like, I'm going to work on it. Keep in mind, I do realize that that's something I need to work on, because friendship is definitely a two-way street, as is relationships and everything else. But it's funny, because in relationships, I can be open and da-da-da-da, but in relationships, I actually feel like whoever it is cares. But in my friendships, best friendships, association, whatever, I feel like no one else cares, and that's really crazy. Well, we won't go into that, but that's just how I feel. I'm going to work on it. Like, I'm going to try and not put myself out there, but make sure all the people that I call friends, best friends, wives, whatever, make sure they know that I value their friendship as much as they may value the friendship. So it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's because a lot of the people that I call friends in my past have let me down. Or, I don't know. I just know that I'm going to try harder. Like, that's a promise I'm going to make to myself on this video. And to all the people that may or may not be watching, I'm making it to you all as well. I promise to try harder in my friendships. But I'm still tired of getting screwed over in the end. That's another reason. Because I've been screwed over by so many people that it's not even funny. Like, when I try and be nothing but a friend to them, I get screwed over in some way, shape, or form. And quite frankly, I'm tired of that reoccurring process. And I feel like maybe it's a lesson I need to learn. And I thought I learned it when I decided that I was going to stop being as open as I was with people. But maybe that's not the case. So maybe I just need to, I don't know, keep searching. I guess you're supposed to go through people till you find those friends. Like, the only friend that I feel like open, that I can talk to about a lot of stuff, just generally, is my sister. And I'm sorry for anybody else that, like, may be upset about that, but I've known her since like ever. We pretty much came out the womb side by side. So she's the only person that I feel like, even if we was miles apart, and even though we don't talk or hang out nearly as much as we should, I still feel that bond and connection to her, because we went through stuff in the past that only we would understand unless we find people that went through the same shit that we went through. But she's pretty much the only person I feel like I can just come out and be open and feel comfortable about it and not feel like socially awkward or whatever, just a form of awkwardness. So that's my issue with friendships. And if that's the case, that if that's the reason why people feel like that they want to be phony, I mean, they want to call me phony, which I've never been phony a day in my life. Not ever a day in my life have I ever been phony. No, the only thing phony is what the New York Police Department wears on their, fire department wears on their vest. Phony. So, the funny thing doesn't work for me. Everything that comes out of my mouth, like I said, I don't know if they got cut off in the last video, is nothing but the truth. Has nothing but the truth behind it. Everything I say, I mean wholeheartedly. I say it up from here, and I say it from here. I was pointing to my heart even though the video is like cut off. That's because, well, my shirt is kind of hot. You see the fan? The fan. So, I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna try harder with the friendships and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, that's the whole reason with friendships, that I'm just not out there as I should be. We're gonna see how it goes. When I find those people that I want to actually be out there open with, like I'm trying to be my wife, my BFF and the right hand Grace, like out of all of them, I feel like it's a hierarchy. I feel like my right hand Grace cares. It's like a hierarchy. Who cares? Then comes our BFFAD, then my wife. Because I don't know, maybe it's just because I show more attention to their problems and they don't do the same to mine. Not that I'm asking for it, but then again, I guess since I'm voicing my opinion about it, I'm subconsciously asking for that. But because I voice my opinion and try and give them as much knowledge or advice I can, that it looks like they may be needing about their problems, I put more focus on their problems than they may do on mine. But I feel like Grace, me and her can sit down and talk for like hours and hours. And then my wife, like sometimes when everything is just aligned, and then my BFFAD when everything is just aligned. Because like when she was helping me through the whole college thing, I felt like for the first time with her, I felt like I was comfortable just telling her stuff. And she was like open, she listened, and she gave feedback. Like, I'm sorry for all those people that just like a listener. Fuck that. If I want to tell somebody some shit that I'm told not to tell anyone else within my inner circle, then I'm gonna go find a listener. You ain't gotta say nothing. But I'm looking for people that will take in what I say, listen to it, receive it, decipher it, and respond to it. I just don't want somebody that's gonna listen. I'm sorry, I can't have any friends. No, you got to be vocal. I need to hear your vocals. You need to talk. Tell me what the fuck is up. If you gotta tell me about myself, tell me about myself, because I have no problem telling you about yourself. But anyway, that's just generally how I feel. So I don't know. That's just, yeah. I guess that's about it of all I had to say. Like, I feel a little bit better that I got all of this out, but I'm not where I should be. But if I don't receive contact from like the close friend, or my best friend, if that's not the case, then by Sunday I will get into contact with her myself. And if she feels like that she doesn't want to, continue our friendship, then so be it. I mean, I'm gonna feel some type of way about it before, after, and now, like I do. But I can't force my friendship upon anybody else, and I know that I'm not at fault for that. I know it, because all these people seem to be trying to change when they go to college, and me and Grace was talking about that. But it's all right though, because I understand that people need to grow up and grow out, and if you have to grow out of me, because there's some people that I have to grow out of myself, and I do understand it. I'm not gonna hate you for it. The least you can do is have enough respect to tell me that it may not be working. And this video, like, these videos sound really desperate for friends, but honestly, I don't need any. Well, I like friends, but to be quite honest, I don't need any. I'm fine with me and my mother. So, I mean, we're just gonna see how things go. I'm hoping it's not what I suspect, but if it is, what the fuck you gonna do? But I think that's all I came on YouTube to say. I'm glad I got all of that out, and I feel better now. Now I can just continue to live life as I was. Having that talk with Grace last night really helped, and going out with Jasmine and Grace, just acting a fool downtown, helped. Sitting in McDonald's laughing and walking around downtown. Look at my eyes, roll them. But yes, had a good time. So I guess I'm gonna leave you all with those words, and if you need me, you know where to find me.